Ah? Senza.
Okay, mabibi na mabwana, na furaha sana asubuhi ya leo tukikaribisha katika makao makuu ya Greenworld, mahali ambapo bidhaa za kimaarufu sana zinatengenezwa, na mahali ambapo tuko ni katika kiingilio cha mahali ambapo bidhaa zetu zinatengenezewa. Na tukiangalia upande wa juu tunaona ni mahali ambapo pametokea pakifaa sana, na kiwa tuna mashini ya kisasa na ya visasa ili kutengeneza bidhaa zetu za Greenworld ambazo ni za kufaa sana katika afya zetu. Na mahali ambapo tuliko ni kwamba ni mahali panapofaa ili tuweze kuona mengi ambao inahusu bidhaa zetu za Greenworld ambazo zinatengenezwa kwa ustadi kamili. Na kwa hivyo wale ambao wote ni wagamvi wa bidhaa hizi za Greenworld, na hata wale watumizi katika kila nyanja tofauti, unaona ni dhahiri kwamba matokeo na hata utengenezaji wa vyombo vyetu na bidhaa zetu ni za kufana sana. Tuko na mengi ya kuelezea tunapoingia katika kiwandani ili kuona katika kinaga ubanga vile ambazo bidhaa zinatengenezwa na vile tunavyoendeleza katika mitambo ya kisasa ili kuhakikisha ya kwamba bidhaa ambazo zinatufikia sisi watumizi na hata wagamvi ni kwamba ni ya kistadi na ni ya kufaa. Asanteni sana tunapokaribia kuona mengi katika kiwandani chetu. Asante sana wagamvi wa Greenworld. Okay, hapo tumeshaingia mahali ambapo ni pasafi mno tunapoingia katika kiwanda cha kutengeneza dawa zetu, na tunaanza mahali pa kuosha mkono kama ifuatavyo. Na unapofika hapa unaangalia kama uko na vyumba vyote ambazo hutakiwi kuingia katika vyumba ukiwa na vyumba vyovyote vile. Na ikiwa sasa huna vyumba katika mikono, hii ndio jinsi na namna ya kunawisha mikono. Unapuja kwenye maji, unafanya iwe kidogo, then unatafuta sabuni kwa kuosha mikono yako mpaka iwe misafi kwa utaratibu kabisa, na kuhakikisha ya kwamba ni misafi kwa njia yoyote ile, na wakati unaona ya kwamba ni misafi uko tayari. Na tena uangalia kwamba mikono yangu haina makucha, kwa hivyo huruhusi kuingia ukiwa mwenye makucha. Ukisha jaribu kunawa, ni nyakati sasa ya kukausha mikono, na tunatumia chombo hichi cha kukausha mikono kutumia stima. Na mikono ikisha kauka, ni wakati wa kuhakikisha ya kwamba umeua viini kutumia hichi chombo cha kufanya sanitizing. Na sasa tuko tayari kuingia katika mitambo ya kutengeneza product zetu. Tumefika katika sehemu ya kutengeneza pipi zinazotengenezwa na blueberry. Tunapoona hapa ni vile na jinsi tunavyopata vidonge tofauti. Inakuja ikiwa pipi ya aina hii, tunaweka powder upande kule, na inatokea ikiwa pipi kama vile tunavyoona ikitokea katika hii mtambo. Alafu kutoka hapo, kila kidonge lazima kiwekwe katika mizani, ili kila mmoja iwe na uzito wa miligram 20. Kwa hivyo huu mtambo ni mthabiti sana, na unaweza tengeneza pipi hizi. Kwa mfano unaweza tengeneza pipi kwa kiwango cha 2,000 hivi kwa dakika. Kwa hivyo ni mtambo tofauti sana na unatengeneza vyombo vizuri sana. Kwa hivyo tumekaribishwa wote. Mbogo Greenworld inatengeneza mitambo ya kipekee kama vivyo tunavyoona kuzunguka na kiwe hivi na kuteremka upande huu, ikiwa tayari sasa kupakiwa na kutufikia kwa soko ili tuweze kujiburudisha. Asanteni. Na hapa ndipo tunatengeneza sacheti za aina hii. Pia kahawa inatengenezwa mahali hapa, na blueberry sachet kama ile ndio nimeshika hapa inatengenezwa hapa. Halafu compound yake inawekwa upande wa juu ikipitia kwa mitambo. Halafu upande wa nyuma ndipo inawekwa katika sacheti. Halafu baadaye kuteremshwa na kuja sehemu hii ambao tunaona. Halafu kutoka hapo ndipo inawekwa kwenye katoni ikisafirishwa upande huo ili kuelekeza na kuweka katika makatoni. Na sehemu hii ni muhimu sana kuhakikisha ya kwamba tumepata vidonge kwa karibu, na ukitazama kwa ndani mahali pale zinawekwa ili ziweze kuteremka mpaka chini zikitoka juu. Na kwa hivyo this is the place, mahali hapa ndipo mahali pa kutengenezea dawa zote ambazo ziko katika powder au katika unga. Na kwa hivyo asanteni sana. Blueberry na sacheti zingine zote hapa ndipo tuko nazo. So sasa tuko mahali ambapo chai inatengenezwa, na mtambo huu kwa sasa unatengeneza increasing tea ambao tulikuwa tumeongea kuhusu vile inakamilishwa padi hiyo. Kwanza wakati majani hii inatoka kutoka kusiagwa, humwagwa katika tanki hili, na kutoka kwa tanki hili inawekwa katika sachet. Makaratasi au mtambo huu wa karatasi tunaona hapa ndio unakuja hapa na kutengeneza sachet. Na ukishatengeneza sachet, majani hujazwa kuteremka padi kama vile tunavyoona, na ukifika hapa ndipo unawekwa kwenye sacheti ambayo tunaipata kwenye pakiti. Ukitoka hapo ndipo tunaona pande mwingine inapewa kipimo, kwa sababu lazima ifikishe kipimo ambayo inahitajika. Ikiwa haijafikisha kipimo ndio inarejeshwa. Ikiwa haijafunikwa vizuri pia inarejeshwa katika hapa, na ikiwa imepita katika vitengo vyote au standard zote ndipo inawekwa huko. Kwa hivyo hii ni majani ambayo inatengenezwa kwa stadi sana na njia ya kiasili sana na njia ya hali ya juu ambayo ni nzuri kwetu, na kila mmoja wetu ambapo anatumia hii chai ni vyema kujua ya kwamba iko salama na imetengenezwa kwa stadi wa hali ya juu sana. Asanteni sana. Adhuhuri ya leo tuko katika sehemu ya kupakia majani. Tunapiona hii ndio pakiti ambayo imekuwa imekamilika, na hii chai tunaijua vizuri sana, tunaita increasing tea. Kabla ifanyiwe packing, inakumwaga pakiti ikiwa namna hii, na alafu haina kitu, alafu baadaye tunaweka kwa hii sachet ili ifike hapa. Na kwa hivyo tunapokuwa hapa, majani hutokea kama upande ule kama vile tunavyoona majani sacheti moja baada ya nyingine ikikuja, halafu inakuja hawa wadada, inafanywa upimaji, na ikishafika kiwango cha mizani ile inafika, ndivyo inawekwa katika hii paketi, na baadaye ndio sababu inawekwa kwa ile carton ili kuhakikisha ya kwamba imesafirishwa. Tukiangalia katika kwenye sacheti hii zinakuwa kama sachet 16 kwa paketi moja, alafu ndio tunatumia moja kwa siku. Umuhimu wa hii majani tunajua sana ni kuhakikisha ya kwamba katika mtambo wa kusega tumbo, digestion system imekuwa imesafishwa. Na kwa kila mwaka tunahitaji kuwa tunafanya jambo hili kama mara 4, yaani inamaanisha kila mwezi 3 tunaweza kununua hii majani, alafu itasaidia kuosha tumbo kwa sababu inakuwa muhimu sana. Na ndivyo sababu tumetengeneza hii chai, kwa sababu upande unaohusu kusiaga tubu, chakula kwenye tubu ni muhimu sana kwenye mwili, na kwa hivyo wote tumekaribishwa ili tuwe tunatumia majani hii ya increasing tea. Asanteni sana. Tuko katika kiwanda cha kutengeneza divai ya kutokana na matunda yetu ya blueberry. Kwanza kabisa matunda huoshwa, na ikishamaliza kuoshwa na kungalishwa wakati limetoka shambani, huwekwa katika mapipa haya ili iweze kupata chachu kwa siku kama 30 au 20 hivi. Ikishatoka hapa huwa imekuwa imevujavujika na ikapata ute ambao unatakikana kutolewa kutoka kwa hiyo maganda ili tupate divai kamili. Kwa hivyo kutoka hapa kuelekea pande hii, hizi ndizo matanki ya kufanyia fermentation au kushawisha. Na ikishapata fermentation na tukishamaliza siku 30, halafu kutoa maganda yake, hapo ndipo ambapo tunatoa ile divai na kuipeleka katika mitangi hii ili kuweza kuiweka kujitayarisha. Na kwa hivyo kutoka hapa imeshatolewa kwenye maganda na imeshafanya kuchujwa, na halafu kuko tayari ili kuweka katika ile kuhifadhi. Na ikishahifadhiwa katika matangi haya, hivyo ndivyo kutoka hapa ndipo inaelekezwa ili kuwekwa katika mitambo na kuwekwa katika mashupa tayari katika kupelekwa katika soko. Uzuri wa divai hii inatokana na tunda hili la blueberry ni kwamba iko na faida yake ya kiafya, kwa sababu iko na uwezo wa kutoa sumu inayotokana na mwili kujitengenezea, yani ile tunaita kwa kimombo free radicals, kwa sababu iko na uwezo huu. Na ndivyo sababu hii kinywaji cha divai inayotokana na matunda ya blueberry ni bora kulinganishwa na matunda yale ambayo imetengeneza au ile imetengenezwa kutumia matunda mengine, kwa sababu hii iko na ile hali ya kujiburudisha wakati tunakunywa, na bado tunapata ile faida ya kiafya. Hapa tulipo ni wakati tumetoka upande ule mwingine, na hapa ndipo tunaweka hii mvinyo wa divai kwenye chupa, na chupa hupitia katika hii mtambo, inakuja hapa. Hapa ni pa kuoshea, kuhakikisha ya kwamba chupa ni safi na imewekwa kila kitu iko kamili, hata imefanywa sterilizing. Alafu tukifika hapa ni kujaza mvinyo au kujaza ile divai kwenye chupa, na ikishawekwa kwenye chupa kusafirishwa katika hii mtambo ili kuweka kifuniko cha kwanza, kwa sababu divai inakuwa na vifuniko viwili. Kuna kifuniko cha kwanza kile kinaitwa cork, inawekewa hapa. Kutoka hapo kusafirishwa mpaka katika chumba hiki. Chumba hiki ni cha kuweka alama ya kwanza au kifuniko cha kwanza na ile moja ya plastic, na ikishapita hapo na ikifika kwenye huu mtambo ni kuhakikisha kwamba kila kitu kimewekwa, karatasi imewekwa, ili kutoka hapo inapitia kwenye hii reli, kutoka ikipitwa kwa hii reli mpaka hapa ambapo ndipo inawekwa kipadiko. Kifika hapa tayari imeshawekwa kifuniko, imeshajazwa na imewekwa kila kitu, ili hapa ni kuweka kibadiko na kuteremshwa katika sehemu hii. Ikifika sehemu hii huwa inakuwa namna hii, na ikiwa imejazwa, iko na kifuniko chake na iko na kibadiko na kila kitu, na sasa iko tayari ili kuwekwa katika mabox au kuweka mabox ile ziko, ili tukifika hapa tunaweza kuona vile box imewekwa hapo, na ikishamalizwa hapo, hapa ndipo inafungwa katika katoni, ikiwa sasa tayari ili kupelekwa katika soko. Kama vile tunavyoona hapa, hii ni ile tayari ya kufunika au ya kuweka katika chupa hizi ziko hapa ndani, na hii pia kuwekwa juu, ili ikifika hapo ni kuwa tayari kupelekwa kufungwa pamoja ili ifika katika vile tunavyoona pande hii. Hii iko tayari kwa kuuzwa katika masoko ya nje au kuuzwa masoko haya ndani. Na kwa hivyo ndio tumekamilisha kutoka mahali tunatengenezea mpaka kupitia mahali naweka chupa mpaka mahali itakufikia wewe, ikiwa ni mtumizi au ni mwenye kuiuza.
All right, so this is the visit to GNP workshop. So the next video I'm going to play is Dr. Mbogo's visit in the, let's see, the exhibition hall of the Nanjing production base. Let me see. Let's see the next video about Dr. Mbogo's visit to the exhibition hall. Oh, this is the wine cellar. Okay, after the wine cellar, we see the video for the exhibition hall. Just a moment, let me oh, sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you're muted when you enter this the Zoom meeting because we don't want you to disturb the audience. So let me continue with the video. Sorry for this.
To enjoy with your friends, you can even come here in the Greenwald and sit down together with your friends and enjoy your drink. And let me have a try. This is one of them that I like. This is a good one, blueberry wine. We have a try. See? Nice. Let me enjoy my seat. This is the drink to have. I hope every one of you is really can enjoy this blueberry wine. It's something that you cannot afford to miss. The Greenwald blueberry. Here we are. Greenwald blackberry blend. This one specially prepared for a celebration, celebrating 30th anniversary of Greenwald. Now, this is the place to be, and this is the drink to have for you. And me. Hapa tulipo ni mahali pa ambapo panaonyeshwa vinywaji vya kilevi ambazo ni tofauti tofauti. Na mbele yangu pia kunazo na zingine ziko hapa. Lakini mimi mwenyewe ningetaka kuongea kuhusu chupa hili ambalo limetengenezwa na matunda aina 7. Ni kilevi ambacho inaweza kunywa kwa sababu ya kujiburudisha, sababu haiko na kilevi kingi. Hata ikiwa ni divai, iko na kilevi kwa kiwango cha chini ambao ni kama 12%, ikilinganishwa na zingine ambazo ziko 55% na ziada. Na hii imetengenezwa kwa ustadi na inashughulikia kujiburudisha, na pia inashughulikia ile hali ya kusikia kwamba umeshughulikia afya yako. Imetengenezwa na matunda kama blueberry, imetengenezwa na raspberry, imepelekwa na date, imetengenezwa pia na cherry berry na zingine ambazo ziko pamoja na hii chupa. Kwa hivyo hii chupa ya kilevi ni baadhi ya zile tu ambazo zimetengenezwa na kampuni ya Greenwald kwa hali ya afya na kujiburudisha, na nyote mnakaribishwa kutumia kinywaji chetu.
All right, this is the second video about the wine cellar. The third one is going to be the visit to the exhibition center of Nanjing Production Base. So first, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, I need to mute each and every one of you. Make sure that you're muted, otherwise you're going to, disturb others. So thank you very much for your cooperation. The third video I'm going to share with you is about Dr. Mbogo's visit to the exhibition center of Nanjing Production Base. So hope you enjoy it.
Welcome to Exhibition Center Greenwald, and in this exhibition center we have different things that you're about to see even as we go. We start, and let me take you to the logo. Number one, up there we have 2 logos for Greenwald. There is the upper one, which is Greenwald with the flowers and the stars. That is the logo for the company in its market in South America, in America, as well as Africa. And the second logo, Health Greenwald, is the one which is used in Latin America. And all these flags represent the countries where Greenwald has opened doors. And besides that, let me show different certifications that the Greenwald has faced. All these certifications that you see here, including this China Healthcare Association, as well as HCCPK system certification, which you see here. The rest are all the accolades that Greenwald have acquired internationally, including the prestigious FDA certificate that you see here, ranging from this end to this end. All this certification and the international accolade that Greenwald has acquired all through, together with this wall. And again, this is a special award given to our president, And this one was in honor of his many places during the awarding of the car in a special one. And of course, here from Tajikistan, we also have the certificate, this present given. And beside that, we have other pictures that appear here in this wall of fame. We have different groups that have ever attended in this celebration, and again, doing very well. So the other thing I want to bring to your attention is that written or that literature below the logo, and that is what we stand for. This is whereby we are people-oriented, meaning that we are after what the people want. This is our greatest desire, and that is why I say people-oriented and also honest, taking the first thing in Greenwald as we are composing and even as we're preparing and even as we manufacture. What our slogan is people-oriented and honesty first. And then we can go on and see different places. Like what we have here is our guiding statement, which normally says is from the nature. That means we get our natural product and then go beyond nature by processing them and then back to nature, because human being is a natural being, and this is our motto: we care, we share. And then my side, I want to finish with this bit. This is African region. This is African region. This is bit meant for African region. Down here we have our president, David Zhang, who is also the vice president of Greenwald Group. And down there is the chairperson and our president. And here is a meeting in Uganda. And also here we have the three general managers from Africa, then our president. And we come to various different products that we have here that are really made for African market. We have ginkgo biloba, we have anti-aging, among many others. And a very popular product that we have here, the Nutri-Plant organic fertilizer, which is doing so much in terms of improving food safety and food security in Africa and in many other countries. The special things about this fertilizer, if you could come or could watch closely, is how it's making the production of food production so beautiful. The size of pumpkins that you see here, the size of the potatoes that you see here, sweet potato, also watermelon, and also turnip here, and also sweet potato. And this fertilizer was done after intense research and also experiments that were done by different professors led by Professor Deming Lee, as you can see up here. Them going to see different sites where the fertilizer was being tested. And also it has featured in different level, high level. This is one of the shows that had taken place when we had a president in Africa, president in Kenya, and visited this one of these stands. And these are other products that are meant for our market, Africa market, and so many other markets. We have products meant for women. We have uterus cleansing pill. We have sanitary towels that are meant to take care of women, and also so many other pictures that you see here is where Greenwald products are featured prominently, and also together with the famous blueberry products that can be used for slimming, and also biscuits. And this is my favorite, blueberry concentrate, blueberry concentrate. And also other materials that we have the jam, enzyme jam down there. We have blueberry juice there. And also we have different type of materials that we use for as attire and also bag. And especially now that we have been celebrating our 30th anniversary, we have all these items that we have used to make our celebration so beautiful and so colorful in our recently celebrated 30th anniversary. And all these other products, a gift box that you can buy even for your friend. And not only that, I like one of the products that is here, which is meant for children. Greenworld take care of the children as well, because you can see we have calcium for children, and most of them, most of our products, yes, they are meant for adult, but still we have very special products that are meant for children, like blueberry juice can be taken by children, calcium can be taken by children. This one, we have zinc, we have multivitamin, among many others. And this compound calcium with the collagen, very special for those people who have an issue with not having enough collagen. Collagen is the material that is meant to make bones, that is meant to make ligaments, tendons, hair, skin, just to mention but a few. And this popular NMN product that really helps to repair the DNA and also give energy. It is a very crucial material when it comes to provision of ATP, which is energy molecule in our body. And also this other one, deep sea fish oil. And this is a special one for those people who have less or they have little omega-3 in their diet. And this particular product will do very well with the people with senile dementia, those people who have cholesterol, those people who have memory loss, those people who could be having issue with those that are glowing, those that could be having cardiovascular diseases. This is the product to take. And you see, all this is meant for African show, or mainly these are the products that are found in Africa. So this is where we celebrate. This is where we enjoy. So this is the very best place. I really appreciate what Greenworld has done, especially the side of fertilizer and nutrition and also material that is meant for our health. Let's do it all. May long live Greenworld, long live Greenworld.
Thank you for watching. Also, thankfulness to Dr. Mbogo. Excuse me. Also, appreciation to Dr. Mbogo. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we are very honored to have invited Dr. Stephen Mbogo Miano, two-star manager of Kenya branch, Diamond Club member of Greenwood, and also one of outstanding international trainers and motivators of Greenwood. So Dr. Mbogo is going to share with us a very important topic, the core qualities of a professional green or distributor. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a qualified distributor of Greenwood, please, you got to follow us. So thank you once again, Dr. Mbogo, the floor is yours. So we're going to learn from you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Rainey. And I really appreciate that you have me this evening, that we be able to share with everyone who is in this meeting. And thank you for the video. This reminds me of that day that we spent from morning to evening, when you are trying to see whether we can have a document that can be available in different language. We have Kiswahili, we have English, we have French. I also know that we have Portuguese. And maybe those who would wish to have it in different language, we can have it in our YouTube. It's there. You can get it. So I start share. I've already shared my screen. If it is feasible, Madam Laney, you can confirm from your end.
Yes, we can see it very clearly. Thank you.
So thank you. Thank you very much. I would wish to share about a few qualities, not all of them, that can make somebody or the quality of a professional greenhouse distributor. I want to look at the word profession for all of us. This is not new thing to us about be profession, because we have a profession, we have professional doctors, we have professional doctors, and if you take for like this professional, that being a doctor, how much has somebody invested in terms of time, in terms of sleepless night, and so many other things? For example, for you to qualify to be a doctor and you can practice that profession, then maybe you may require between 5 and 7 years of tuition training, which of course, during this process, you must have high score. You cannot really just have the minimum. The score expected for you is higher. And also practicing, the way you need to have intense work in practicing. I visited one of the training of a place where they train our doctors here. And I remember one time I went to a postmortem practical. And the intensity there and the way they were looking so seriously, you need really to work hard, day and night. Also long working hours. This is what this professional require, long working hours. And maybe you are having, a doctor is having a surgery, then it may be required to take 20 hours or so. This is what they invest. This is what they invest in this profession. What I'm trying to say here is you cannot be professional, even in a greenhouse, without much investment, without investing. So you see, we are comparing with what we normally know of other professions, so that at least we can understand that this is not a matter of just coming in, having 2 days training, or maybe attending 2 or 3 Zoom meetings, and then you can say you are ready to go. No, if other professions require this much, long hours or working hour, and also other cases that you have to have flexible emergencies. You may be at home thinking that you are through with everything that you had through the day, just to receive a call that in your hospital, there is some emergency. That's one of them. Another one is a mini profession like engineering, where actually these people have to build even load or map a load in a very, very harsh condition. They have to have so many hours of practical work, so many failures and repeated work. And the harsh condition I've mentioned, intensive training program, and also intense research paper waiting. And the cost may also be taking 5 to 7 years of investment. That is in terms of time. Let's look at other professions like being a teacher. You need to be having high interpersonal relationship or relation. Also the mastery of the subject that you are able to handle and able to deliver in minds that have never learned those things. and ensure that they have acquired those the knowledge. And also you have to visit regular practicals. And of course, you have to have high skills and knowledge of learners' psychology. That is what this one requires. And then let's look at what we are talking about. What of in Greenwood? Is it, are you intending to become a professional Greenwood distributor, or you just want to do it part-time? But today, let us look at this one, professional Greenwood distributor. If other professions are requiring you to invest, and remember this profession, even when you are working, maybe you're employed as a doctor, maybe you are employed as an engineer or a teacher. When the time comes for you to retire, you'll only get the title, but not you maybe having your career actually inherited or being inherited by anyone of your children or anyone of the relative. And this one go up to, in our countries, about 60 years. Others go for 65. And the other countries that somebody can practice whatever is practicing in gainful employment for about 70 years. Then let's look at those things that you have to do. Because if a doctor has to bear with long hours of operation so that he may perfect in his profession, then if you want to become a profession in Greenwood, a distributor, a professional distributor in Greenwood, a leader in Greenwood, somebody who is having a successful career in Greenwood, then this core value must be part of you. You don't acquire them just by attending a class or two, or maybe attending a trip or two, attending a celebration or two, or maybe hearing a motivation and then you think that you are innate. Behind that motivation, behind that good presentation, behind that good knowledge of the product, behind that growth in the business as from 1 star to 2 star, 3 star onward, 1 star manager, 2, 3, all the way to honorary chairman. Behind that building of that career in Greenwald, there is a lot which has to be invested. There is a lot that need to be done. And number one, you have to be a product of your product. I remember one time when I attended a class, or I attended some friends of mine who were doing a course in fishery. That's about fish. And one thing that the lecturer was saying, you have to know how to do swimming or how to swim so that you may experience what the fish experience when they are in the water. The point here is you cannot sell a product. You cannot really become professional of something that you don't know. It's like being a football coach when you have never been in football, or whenever, meaning you have not been a footballer. You have not trained to be a footballer. You have not trained to be, meaning you have only been a fan of football, and then you expect to come and perform well as a football coach. No, if you have to be professional, if you have to be an authority in this green one, number one, you must be a product of your product. You cannot complain when others are complaining of joint pain, and again yourself you are complaining. No, you cannot do so. And you must be, for you to do this, you must be an ardent user of Greenwood product. You may not take everything, but take substantial amount of product so that you have personal experience. There is no profession that you can really become or you can be a professional without having personal experience. You cannot be a pilot just by theory, but just by looking at the aircraft, just attending the class. You have to be in it. And for Greenwald, be assured of one thing. You cannot be a professional distributor if at all you are not a consumer of the product. The second thing, there must be some enthusiasm. There must be some enthusiasm about the product. When you talk about calcium, when you talk about fertilizer, of which I really, I really enjoy talking about it, and even seeing the result. That's the whole thing. You cannot just be so dull, and you cannot show some enthusiasm when you talk about the product and expect to be a profession in this case. And this is the key thing. Yes, there is a bit of business. There is a bit of how to grow your business. There are some people who claim and always say they don't know much about the product. They know how to bring people and explain about the business. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, without proper knowledge of the product, it's just like having a bus without passengers. You cannot talk of having a very nice bus or a nice aircraft or a very nice public vehicle, but there is no one to serve. Yes, the vehicle is good. The marketing plan is good. About getting the money is good. But all this money is coming from the products that have been moved. If no products that have been moved, sorry, there is no income. There is no income at all. If you have to get some money, products must be moved. If you have to grow up, especially in Kenyan market, I mean the African market, there must be sales. When people are coming, they are not just coming and buy catalog and then go and bring other people buy catalog. Product must be moved. And the movement of the product is either by personal consumption and also by recommendation of the product. And the product knowledge has been so much emphasized in our Zoom meeting and even our physical meeting, so that you can have product knowledge at the fingertip. And this one you can do when you have this meeting attended, a physical meeting and Zoom meeting attended about the product, and take notes. Take notes. Nobody who wants to hear some cooked stories about chitosan, about garlic, everyone whom you could be explaining about those particular products, they want to know what benefit do they have for them. Because we don't move the product, we move the benefit. We move what this person is going to benefit from taking this particular product. So if you don't know the product, if you don't know the benefit, since you have not been attending maybe Zoom product training or physical training, then you're not professional. I cannot say this is one of the areas that could be missing. You may not be professional. The second thing that you must do, if you really want to become professional in network, I mean in Greenwood as a distributor, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, you must develop a consumer group. You must develop a consumer group. These are people. If you talk of consumer group, they are people or a group of people, many of them who could be your friends, many of them who could be your schoolmate, or you could be alumni of a particular given university. They are not interested with the business. They are not interested with the China trip. They are not interested with whatever is, but they are interested with having their health, I mean, having good health. And these people are only interested in buying. And this is where now you need to have a group of them. You need to have a group of consumer who are only buying from you and they are not interested in the business. Why? Because This is where you will be doing or you'll be getting your profit, you will be getting your mandatory, and to some extent, you build your sales in terms of SIM. And this is where you also need to become an example, because in this profession, it's about monkey do, monkey sing. And in most cases, if you want to be doing it very well in terms of product moving, in terms of meaning having a group of consumer, you need about 5 to 20 regular user, regular people, regular customers who are buying from you every month. Now, assume you have in between, that is 20, 10 of them, 10 of them. And maybe in a single month, those 10 buy about 3 products, buy 3 products from you. And let's assume each product has 30 BVs, 30 BVs. Then it will be 3 times 10, that is 30, times another 30, which is the BV, and that will add up to about 900 or nearly 1,000. This 1,000, you can imagine if you are people who are behind you, you are downline, they have the same. If you have about 100, a team of about 100 people, each making 1,000, each making 1,000 from their own, friends and the people whom we are calling maybe in a consumer group. That could be to the tune of over 100,000 BV. And if it is duplicated, that will be very well. And actually, if we are able to do that, then definitely we will never complain of probably GBV, will not complain of mandatory, will not complain of so many other things. And I also want to say, and put it this way, it is your responsibility. Just the way a teacher is his responsibility or her responsibility to nurture student, just the way a doctor is his responsibility to take care of the patient and to make sure that the patient is on the road to recovery. Then the same way, you as a professional, it is your responsibility as a distributor, number one, to nurture and also develop a group of consumer or your client. So it's not about anyone else. It is your responsibility for your own personal advancement. Because even other profession, you cannot just depend on what you knew from the word go when you left university. You keep on developing. Even this profession of being a greenwood distributor, you also need to ensure that you have taken it, not the company, not your upline, not your team leader. It is you who take the responsibility of ensuring that you have nurtured and you also have developed. And in this nurturing, it means you have the follower, because we are not talking of customer, we are talking of client. What, from my view, there is could be a little difference. Maybe the others may think of it. The difference between a client and a customer. A customer is somebody who come and probably come into a shop or come into a greenwood business, and you treat them so well. They buy your product, they go home happy, and you edit there. You edit there. You don't follow them up. You don't do anything about it. They just go when they need it, they will come back. But when you talk of a client, is somebody whom you are treating so or taking care so that tomorrow it will come with another reason. Tomorrow it will bring a friend. The other day it will bring an uncle. And another day it will recommend maybe his boss to come so that he may get help from you. So a client need to come to you severally. And for you to have him or her come several times, definitely there must be nurturing of some sort of relationship. You are taking care of them, they are happy about it, and again, that is when you will grow. It is your own personal responsibility to do that. If you don't take it that way, then be assured that it is again not you. There are so many people who have stories. There are so many people who have stories. Which stories they have? They have created their own policy, their own system or way of doing business. Now, talk of a pilot. When we are really having a pilot, there is something they call checklist. There is checklist before pushback. There is checklist before takeoff. There is checklist after takeoff. There is a checklist when really descending. That is what they do. They follow a particular given system. What of a teacher? They follow a system. I go to class, there is one thing I do, I introduce the topic or something else like that. What of the doctor? There is a procedure. When they come to the system, I mean, there is the system. They come, they take their uniform, now sign in, get the history of the patient. And even when you talk of other professions, there is a kind of a system that you need to follow. Likewise, if you have to be a professional here, unless maybe you are doing it for a purpose of maybe getting a few coins and make it maybe trying to have a side hustle, something like that. If you really want to really become a real person in Greenwald, a leader, somebody who is doing it professionally, then you have to follow the system. And in the system, it means you have people working with you because that is what it's all about, Greenwald. You have a people working with you, meaning you have downlines. Yes, I agree. You can get some money even when you don't have some downlines because you can make sales, you can get them, and you can also make get a bonus. But that one is not professionalism. It's just like having a kiosk or a shop whereby it's only that the stock is within you. It's like being a middle person. But for you to be a real professional, you have to follow a system. And this is where you talk about people empowering people. You cannot do it alone. You cannot be a lone leader. You cannot convince any one of us. You cannot convince me or you can convince any one of us that since you can make 1,000 BV alone, 2,000 alone, or even 5,000 alone, and you don't have downline, then that you are really doing it right. That's not professional. Even in our African system, it does not encourage whereby you are doing it as a lone ranger. That's why for you to become maybe a five-star when you are alone, when you are talking of your personal being, when you are when you have three legs, or when you have a team of three in our African legend, they do with the accumulation of 4,000 BV, and then they have become 444, then you are a five-star. But when you do it alone, then remember, you require about 16,000 BV to become a five-star. So what does this one tells us? Even in our setup, we are really not encouraged to do it unprofessionally. Even the way meaning our compensation plan is, it does not encourage unprofessional way of doing this business, regardless whether you have good earnings, as you may call it, or regardless you may think that you are okay, but definitely you need to have a team. Don't work alone, because lone ledger will not enjoy long-term success. And the reason why we invest in any professional or any profession is so that we can benefit in it for a long time. And therefore, since you want to join Greenwald and become a professional, then definitely it should not be a year thing or a 2 year. It should be a long period of time, such that even when you are not in this world, you can give it to your children, you can leave it to your children. You cannot leave something that has not been having a system, or something that has been somehow have a way of doing it. You have to have a way of doing it. And it is very important, because we are investing in people. And every now and then, we have some people who, in one way or the other, whether you like it or not, that will leave your profession or leave your team. You leave your team. Either you have done it very well as a leader, or you have tried to hold them so well, you have treated them well. In one way or the other, there is a turnover, not only here, but even in other professions, even in other companies that are not doing a business like this one of Greenwald. There is always a turnover. It's always a turnover. There are people coming in and also going. Our aim, and when you practice this professionally, then we want to retain as many as possible. But if somebody has to go, then has to go. And that is why every month, every month, every month, bring new distributors, bring new distributors, bring new distributors. You will never grow old. If you grow old and you are not bringing new distributors, then you are out of the system. The system here is every now and then, even if it is not every month, it can be every week, but every now and then, you need to add new one. You need to add new distributor. You have to add new distributor. If you don't do that and then just keep quiet, then you don't do anything, you'll find how it will work negatively. It's like a doctor who is really not attending. It's like a teacher who is not attending a class. It's like an engineer who is not going to even inspect the road, or maybe the construction, even a building. It is you to ensure in your profession, it is mandatory, it is a requirement in the system that you are using. It is a requirement that every now and then, you are adding new people. And the good thing about this profession is that you are not limited. Boundaries, like international boundaries, is not a hindrance. You are not limited in any manner. If in your country it's not working, just like the way a doctor can go and practice his profession in another country, the same case with you. If your place is not working well, ladies and gentlemen, you can also go and work it somewhere else. You can go to another country. You can go to new market. You can go and bring new people in a different place. And that's how to be. If you don't build it that way, then definitely you have not enlarged your court. And as a result of that, your profession will not advance. Your profession will not advance. It is also important that we understand that we also need to attend all meetings. And this normally happen, or this is actually is a problem with the young professional when it comes to Greenwald. Somebody who is in star 4 or star 5 or thereabout, when they have known a few products, when they have now learned about the compensation plan. And then you can imagine not attending meeting simply because you have gone to see a client. You have gone to see a client who will buy only a small fertilizer, which is for BV in our country, or maybe a big power, which is only 29 BV, and you miss a whole training, a whole maybe awarding ceremony, maybe miss what the motivation you could have got, and assume that it is all okay. It really happened with the young profession. If at all you don't attend meetings, you don't grow, you don't get motivated. This profession of being a greenwood distributor, there is one thing I want you to know. Learning is supposed to be daily, is supposed to be now and then. And that is why we have Zoom meeting, regular Zoom meeting. We have physical meeting regularly, regional meeting, and other things. And also we have boosts from different trainers. We had Mr. Budiman with us here in Kenya. Now he's going to Uganda. He has left Burundi. And also Madam Laney, together with others that he worked with every now attending. You cannot afford to sleep when we have a Zoom meeting and then say that you are a you are a professional greenwood distributor. You need to attend meetings that will help you grow in your career. Let me say in your profession. It will help you grow. How will you ever become a 2-star manager, 1-star manager, 8-star manager when you are there 5-star and you cannot attend the meeting? You are there 6-star, you cannot attend the meeting. And again, how can you perfect your profession in network marketing and there in Greenwald when you are not training and you are not becoming an example by attending meeting? If you don't attend, you will not grow. Your people will also not grow. And again, you will say that this profession is not working. Is it the profession which is not working, or it is you who is not working? Is it the profession that is not good, or it is you who are doing it wrongly? You need to check yourself. We need to check ourselves. Even myself, I need to remind myself, I need to remind again, remind again and again that I am supposed to be here having the meeting. The purpose of attending meeting is that even if I train this particular session, if somebody do the same thing again, there will be additional. Even when somebody train the compensation plan, if somebody train about Chitosan and another one come and train about Chitosan, the two people will not bring it the same way. There will be always something new that we are going to learn. Whenever we have a motivational speaker and they speak when we're in that meeting, and we have 2 or 3 again, or even the same person repeating, he cannot repeat word by word. And it is always known that a motivation can only last maybe for about 72 hours or something like that. Therefore, you need to attend meetings so that you can grow, so that you can grow in your profession. If you don't do that, then too much, too bad, too bad. It will be too bad. Attending meeting also give you social training. Is to also give you social training. You are able to associate with the people. You are able to learn the difficulties and challenges other people are facing or other people are getting in the field in terms of maybe bringing people, in terms of moving the product. You know the challenge that they are going. So if you don't attend the meeting, and again, how would you train? How do you understand that these difficulties or challenge that you're going through is not only it's not only on you, it is a common challenge. Leave alone that when we attend this meeting, we set goals. We set targets. We also have maybe direction when we are given by our leader. So if you don't attend the meeting, when will you ever become focused? And every trainee, every person who wants to perfect his profession, you have to take time to do all what pertain that profession. And in Greenwald, attending meeting, attending training, also, I mean, attending training is part of this profession. No two ways, no shortcut, it is that way. Then you need to understand no one who is an island of knowledge, nobody who cannot learn from one another. Every one of us, we can learn something from other people. Definitely, we can learn something from other people. There's no way you can say, myself, I have graduated in this profession, I'm everything. I have learned from Professor Zhang, who always have us for a meeting every fortnight, and you always say that I don't know everything. This is the very thing. Even in this profession, if professor of agriculture who is working in the US and has written all research papers and is saying that I don't know everything, I'm still learning. What of myself, who is just a two-star manager? What of somebody else who is a three-star manager, or even a six-star? And then you say, I'm not attending any meeting, I have learned enough, I've acquired everything. Please, nobody who is an island of knowledge, and you cannot know everything. And therefore, you need to keep on attending every meeting so that you can acquire new knowledge, new way of doing business, new challenges that are emerging in your profession, in network marketing, in Greenwald. For example, new products are coming. You need to have new knowledge about those products. Now, the other time you'll have something else coming. If you don't go for training, if you don't go for meeting, when will you learn this? That is why I'm saying in this profession, since you always have been having new things to come, we cannot learn enough. And the main day that you really feel that I have learned enough, I don't need to add anything, then you are now taking, you have started taking a nosedive or maybe descending position in terms of your professionalism. You need to read books every now and then. We have materials. We always get slides. We are on YouTube, the product training on YouTube, and so many other things. You cannot say that is enough. All these things will be adding your knowledge little by little, little by little, and by the end of it all, you'll find that you have become professional and a good one when it comes to network marketing. A professional is an authority, meaning people can learn from them. You people need to learn from you. Are you an authority when it comes to Greenwald business, Greenwald product? Can you just become, can you claim or can you be classified as a reference when it comes to this business? And people say, if you want to know something, refer to this person, go to this person. He understands everything. He know much, if not everything, and he will help you. That is what happened. You cannot go to a mathematics teacher and ask about history or biology for that matter. You ask about the question of regarding mathematics, because that is where he has trained. In the same case, if he has not trained, how do you expect to say I am a professional greenhouse distributor. And yet, questions raised from the professional point of view, you are not able to answer simply because knowledge is limited. If you want to have knowledge, or if you have to do it very well, remember, and remember very well, my friends, you cannot avoid training. So the other things I want to mention about this core value is you becoming be a student. Every now being a student, because we keep on learning. I've mentioned about training, about attending meeting, and acquire knowledge either from your peers or from your fellow distributor or those who could be making a presentation. And this also point 5, you can imagine, and I refer back to what we saw in other professions. If you remain you are trained or going for a training to become an engineer, and again the first year you don't understand anything, the second year you don't know much, by the period 7 years is 5 years, 7 years, you will not qualify. So in this case, you need to be a student of Greenwald. Let Greenwald be a school and you be a student. And every time for you to build a business in the fastest manner possible, you must be willing to be coached. You must be teachable. Either you have come from another company where you did it very well, that company was not Greenwald. Even if you have got it in the previous time, then definitely now you need to learn. For example, myself now, I am really in the list of learning the new fertilizer that is for coffee and the tea. I have to really look for materials so that within the shortest time possible, I will have learned and acquired and added in my profession about this fertilizer. You must be willing to be coached. If you feel that you have done enough, then there is a problem. And there is a saying that says, you better be a fool for only 5 minutes than being a fool forever. You better be found to be a fool when you are asking a question than you remaining not knowing and you become a fool forever. And this is the problem we experience. We experience in different places. We have an international trainer training, and so many people are not attending, and something like that. You must be coached. What is the difference between being taught, that is being taught, and also being coached? Coaching involves somebody holding or walking step by step with you and making corrections. That is what about coaching. You have to be corrected. Other times you have to be rebuked. I'm sorry to say so. Other times you need to be rebuked. There was somebody who was told, you have stayed in 6 staff for so long. You need to do something so that you can go to the next step. And then that one, it was done with a lot of concern and a lot of love. The person disappeared and said, no, why are you telling me that I've stayed for so long? And then he said, okay, for sure I've stayed for so long. That is not the right thing. In coaching, require instruction, require you being rebuked, you being given deadlines. That is coaching, that we have to be here by 5. We have to be here by 10. We have to be here by 5. You must make sure that you have read this book, summarized it, and then come and tell us what you have learned about that book. It is you to learn about the product. You be corrected, and somebody said, somebody gave eye shine instead of eye care and was taken in the event. They sound almost the same. And then you need to be coached and said, can you really mark the difference between the eye care and the eye shine? It has a different name right now. And again, you have to be teachable. Then, somebody to be taught is somebody who is sitting and writing and also leading to have new and a new understanding or new knowledge. If anywhere, whether you have become a director, two-star director, three-star director, whatever, there is always somebody who can teach you something new. I'm telling you the truth. There is somebody who can teach you something new. And therefore, if you don't want to become a student in Greenland, if you don't want to learn compensation plan now and then, if you don't want to learn new way of doing this business now and then, if you don't want to be told how to build your business, you want to feel that you have reached your maximum. Sorry. You have to be teachable. You have to be coached so that you can perfect your profession. Now, again, you have to understand that this one is not like a supermarket. This business is not like Garitos. This business is not about KFC. It's not about the network marketing is different. Therefore, Greenwald business is different from what you have known as maybe traditional business. Things that work very well, and this is where you need to be a student. If you are coming from another profession, if you are coming from being a teacher or maybe a doctor, and you want to create a profession, become professional in Greenwald, what worked in your teaching may not necessarily work very well if it is copied word by word and work it here. What was used to work very well in your supermarket or when you had a supermarket business or a transport business or any other form of business, and you copy it from what you are doing and bring it here and say that I'm conversant with the business, I'm conversant on how to make money, I'm conversant on how to do things, and then you are not willing to learn, then you may find yourself being frustrated. Do not work well in other business that you may know may not work well. If you are in other career and you want to apply the same career, in this, it may not work well. It may not work well. You need to really be taught. You need to become a student. I am sure, and this is true, especially if our leaders who are in this meeting, you can go and ask your 5-star, 6-star, and ask them about the kit, the catalog, the starter kit. Interestingly, if you ask them, is there any letter written by the president of Greenwald, Madam Professor Demingli? Is there anything to do with how to get started? Some always go and learn about the product. That starter kit is full of information, is full of knowledge that need to be acquired, that you need to learn. There is the Greenwald, what you call P, C, and also G, good production, good manufacturing, and all these things that are there. The principle of doing this business, the motto. There is also what we call rules and regulations. Many of us are not a student of this particular given kit. When you join Greenwald, joining is free. The money that we pay is for the kit. That is why when we are training the business, when you are training about the business, you join Greenwald business by buying a kit, not registration money. You pay for that kit. So registration, entering into the system, whatever, having you put in the system, that one is not charged. What you are charged is the material, the book that you buy. And some people just leave it like that. They continue doing the business and they continue asking other people. They don't know the wealth of knowledge that is in the starter kit. Read this starter kit very well. People have missed cars. People have missed promotion. People have missed bonus. People have found themselves in problems because of not knowing the rule and the regulation. You need to understand this book in and out, and you can only learn of it when you become a student or when you want to remain a student of Greenwald. If at all you are profession in this business, you are doing it professionally, the kit is your book. You need to read it very well. Just the way we talk of instruction manual. When the doctor went to perform a particular operation, there is instruction manual of how to go about it. If a teacher wants to have a training, there is the manual that need to be followed. When the engineer wants to do a particular given task, there is the plan, there is the map, there is that house model. They follow it. Why don't we do it ourselves? If we want to become professional, why do we leave our manual, which has everything about Greenwald, which have everything to do about you being professional in this network? And I challenge each one of us from this night, from this evening, from this hour, let you lead and understand the catalog. Don't just assume it. Even those who joined long time ago, please read your catalog. You'll find a total different story altogether. So go back, read it. Go back, read it from cover to cover. Understand the whole thing about Greenwald business, because that is the manual, just like any other manual. Even cars have manuals. Even on how to operate. Machines have manuals on how to operate it. Why do you want to do without manual when it comes to this business? No way. You need to have this manual, understand it very well, follow it very well, read and understand from cover to cover. Then that is how to become professional. Now, another thing I want to mention here is actually be accountable. The other time we in our country, we had a building collapsing, and when the investigation was being done, the first one they were asking, who was the engineer who was doing this work? You have to be accountable, even in this business. It's profession like any other profession. And if doctors are accountable, teachers are accountable, accountants are accountable, drivers are accountable, pilots are accountable, why don't you feel, or why should you feel that in Greenwald, being a professional, you need not to be accountable? You should be accountable. You should be accountable. Greenwald Network marketing business is a business of relationship. It's not about business of building houses. It's not about business of being pirate, but it is a business of relationship. A relationship, mark my word, operate on trust. The relationship between you and your upline, between you and your downline, between you and the company, even itself as Greenwald, we all operate under one thing: trust. We have trusted the company that will get good products. And so to say, we have trusted that the company give us bonus. And so to say, we have got it. We have trusted the company that when we bring people, they will be put in the system. That is the whole thing. Then you operating in this business will normally operate on trust. And to earn and maintain that trust, you must be accountable. You must be accountable to your downlines. You must be accountable to your upline. You must also be accountable to the Greenwald company and also Greenwald leadership. You cannot go and just now give different information about a particular given product and you expect you to be just be allowed to do just the way you need to do. No, you have to be accountable. The office has to be accountable. Distributors have to be accountable. And you have also have to be accountable. If I have to key in a system, the BV, I have to be accountable. And if any question arises, if anything goes wrong, then I should own it, not pass the blame to anyone. If your downline is complaining that some of the BVs that were supposed to, or some of the downlines that were meant to be put under them, they are no longer there, and you are their leader, you should own it. If it was a mistake, then say you did your mistake or you did a mistake. And then you have to be accountable. What of the product? You have to be accountable. What of people's bonus? You have to be accountable. I'm sorry to say that. You have to be accountable. If you want to work professionally, then definitely about accountability is not a choice. Be trustworthy and don't approach someone else's prospect. Be accountable, be trusted, and don't approach someone else's prospect. You are going to bring confusion. You are going to bring conflict in this profession. You are going to bring fighting in this profession. And therefore, if you are the downline, and there are some downlines who are very funny, they always, even some of them, steal downlines from the upline, from the side leg. And they will just say, tell them a nice story. You know, all of us, we are under him. For example, all of us, we are the director. Even if you are under me, you are also under her. And then all that. No, that's not how to do things. That's not how to do things. Don't steal distributor from another line, even if you are at a common upline. That is not professional. And when you're doing it in Greenwald, you could have succeeded in one area or another, or one attempt or another, but that, my friend, ladies and gentlemen, this is not professional. Just calling somebody and telling him, okay, your upline is not assisting you so well. Come, I assist you. You cannot be the Red Cross or Red Crescent that you are there. The reason why you want them to come, if at all you want to assist, why don't you go to the freshers, those who don't know anything about Greenwald, and help them? There are so many. There are so many of them. They are there, out there. Why must you go to someone who is already a downline? If you are really professional and you are really hardworking and you really perfect in whatever you are doing, then go out, get those who don't know Greenwald, those who don't know anything good about Greenwald, bring them, nurture them, let them be your downline. Why should you attempt to take my downline, whom I have nurtured, who I have made to grow? Don't do that. It's not good to do that. It's not good. is not good in this profession. It cause a lot of fighting between you and your sideline, or maybe have an issue with the company, or maybe have an issue with your upline. Very, very important that you note that. There's no way you can do this business. You grow to become a leader. You become a diamond member, or maybe the master manager, all that. And then by depending on those people whom you have got from other people, they will beat you. You come and take somebody's downline, they will beat you very well. You cannot do that. And therefore, if you want to build your people, train yourself, be accountable, and then definitely you will grow to become whom you desire to be. You will grow to become whom you desire to be in this profession. And you will be enjoying your money, you will be enjoying your success, you will be enjoying your trip. You'll be enjoying your trip. You can imagine if you have gone to China trip and some people behind there, it says, it's because you stole my downline. That is why you qualify for that trip. You got that car simply because you took my downline. That's not really right. Again, when there is accountability, then edification is not a big problem. It's not a big problem. I wonder how I can identify somebody who has stolen my downline if he is my upline. It is very difficult. I don't know how I can celebrate somebody's success which has been got unfairly. And therefore, when we practice, and if you want us to practice the seventh one, that is practice edification, then accountability must be there. And this is very important because we are not dealing, this profession, we don't deal with equipment. We don't deal with tools. We don't deal with machines. We deal with the people. People with a feeling. They feel low, they feel high. They feel good when appreciated. They feel good when they are recognized. Either it is an upline or it is a downline. They feel good when somebody notify or notice that this is what you are doing. And I always say, it is not about a gift of appreciation. That is the material gift that you get. That one does not matter so much. What matters is, why am I given? Somebody may come and give me even a cup, just a cup, and say, this one I'm giving you because I recognize the effort you did, or the effort you put in this particular occasion or a meeting. Congratulations, you did it well. I give you a gift. That gift is more valuable because of the reason why you are given, not because of the gift itself. Even a crap. Remember, even when you were in school, if you could get maybe some good marks, the teacher could write very good. If you are given 90 over 100 marks, and then the teacher does not write very good, you just ignore it, you feel that your effort has not been really recognized. Has not been recognized. Let's come to this profession. We are dealing with the people who have feelings, people who can feel low, they can feel high, they can feel motivated, they feel that they care. And this is what you need to do. You need to build, to strengthen and build one another. Uprights are supposed to identify their downlines. Somebody has been struggling with a 3-star and become a 3-star, and you cannot even recognize. How will we have the energy to go to 4-star? and they just count and say, yes, 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 I have several three-star. You need to recognize them. Becoming a three-star is not easy, especially for somebody who is new. They don't know even the names of the product. Even pronouncing how they are taken, they don't know. The prices, they don't know. They have just joined. They are struggling to light, even to a minute to pronounce the name. And I remember one time somebody was finding it very difficult to pronounce chitosan, to pronounce spirulina. And somebody also used to always to say Godana and instead of Ganodama. And this new person saying Godana instead of Ganodama. That is the challenges they have. They struggle with it. They have acquired, they have struggled, they have made their 250 BVs. They need recognition. That is when you are recognizing the downlines. The downlines also, you need to recognize the work done by the upright. The way they are holding you by your hands, the way they are training you like a baby who don't know even how to clear their nose, how to put or to button their shirt, how to put on their clothing. And you are taught slowly by slowly until now you are able to stand by your feet. And then you start just assuming and say, this is my business, this is my business. I agree it is your business. But before you were taught to be the way you are, it was somebody who did it for you. It's somebody who did it for you. So downline, learn to strengthen and build one another. Uprights are supposed to identify their downlines, and the downlines are supposed to edify their upline. And that is what we call Kaizen's principle. It's very, very, very easy to understand. Now, again, that means not only about the people you are working with. If you talk good about the downlines, you talk good about your upline, and then you speak evil or you speak bad about the company. You need to speak well of the company too. Now, this is where some people say, you hear a downline say, your company. It is whose company? It's not my company, it is our company. That is the point. It is our green world. It is our green world. It is my green world. So speak well of the company. We could be having shortcomings here and there, but that is where is your source. That is the source. You can't just speak. You are there earning good money and also being given a platform to build your career. And then you don't so you just say, I don't know whether this company will see the face of the next 2 years. We have seen 30 years already. We are in that first years down the line, and you are saying you don't see of tomorrow. We are well grounded, my friends. Speak well of this Greenwood company. It is our company. It is our company. It is our company. It is our business. We are building our profession within this company. We are building our wealth through this company. We are changing our lives through this company, and therefore we should speak well of this company. If you are speaking ill of the company, it's like a teacher who is really talking bad about the school. And that is where he is teaching. A doctor who is working in a certain hospital and working with a tool and is just telling us, I don't know how this can be done. It's just like a pilot who is telling the passengers, I don't know how this aircraft have been maintained by this company. Even I'm not sure whether we are going to reach our destiny or not. You can imagine if you're in that kind of an aircraft and somebody is talking about the company, the owner of the company that is on the aircraft, you are there, then you are killing yourself. You are killing yourself. Very, very important that you speak well of the company. Remember, The company is there to stay. Changes may take place, but the company will always be there, will be there. Changes may take place, but the company will always be there. It is very important when you are in profession that you commit to a weekly exposure and do it. You are committed to weekly exposure and do it. And this means what? Make a commitment to share the business to at least a few people now and again. Even today, myself, I was sharing business with some people. If you don't have completely new people, have new distributors whom you are trying to make them grow. If you don't have somebody whom you are bringing in the business, you are bringing the business, maybe somebody you are introducing to Greenwald, then when you meet people, let you be talking about the business. Commit yourself. Sharing is not only when you do it to new people who don't know Greenwald. Sharing means even new people who have not grown, the young distributors, you can meet them in your office, in your training place, in a Zoom meeting, and talk to them at that particular level. 3-star, 2-star, 4-star, at that particular level. Take a cup of tea with them, recognize what they have done, set target, and if you set target, and then make sure you really have them motivated. 2 to 3 people every day, new one, or those who are new in business, it will do well. Every now and then, have exposure. And you need to commit yourself. Tomorrow, myself and director Lucy, we are going for a meeting somewhere about 100 kilometers from here. We have already committed ourselves. Today had a meeting. Every day, have something. If you have new people, and then you'll be able to see yourself growing in this profession. Again, I want to put it this way. Have your mantra, 3 people a day bring freedom my way. 3 people a day. If I'm talking to 3 people a day, either new or those that I make them to be better than they were before I met them, it will bring my freedom. Freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, every now and then. Have this kind of a saying, 3 people a day. Even if it is not only, I don't mean only those people who are joined or those who want to join. Meet the farmers. I like meeting the farmers. Meet the people in there who could be sick in the hospital. Meet them. Why don't you go? There is those hours that you have for visiting sick people in the hospital. Why don't you just walk in and introduce yourself? I'm so and so. I've come in this place just to wish you quick recovery. You may not know me, but I've come to wish you quick recovery. And I deal with health, but I normally deal with nutrition product. So I wish you very well. When you are out, maybe you'll have a time and maybe talk about how you can keep ourselves healthy and not come to the hospital now and then. You can imagine, you cannot say that there is not, you don't have time or you don't have people to meet. Those who are in the hospital, those who could be in other area, you are traveling, you are in a church, you are in the mosque or any other gathering where you go for worship. That's the place to be. Always have daily exposure. Let you be Greenwald fully. Greenwald in and out, that every time you talk about, or whenever you go about, wherever you go, you cannot miss to talk about Greenwald. That's how to become, the way you can become. a really great profession. I mean, you can have it become a professional in this particular business. Now, paid daily self-development, paid daily on daily on self-development time. I say you need to read a book, go to YouTube. You get so much materials that are kept out there, found there. Your business will grow as fast as you do. You cannot, their business cannot grow faster than you are growing. There are cases whereby you bring somebody and feel that this person is growing faster. It's a challenge to you to that you need to do it faster. Otherwise, if you don't develop yourself, you don't grow yourself, then it will become a problem. I remember one time I was not understanding this kind of business. And they sat down and I read a small book. It was a very small book that said, "Who moved my cheese?" And this is the whereby we normally have a lot of brain. Some people saying, "I am like this because of A, B, C, D." You are like that because of yourself. It's not because of the company. It's not because of your upline. It's not because of your downline. You are not because of your parents, not because you are born in a poor family, not because of everything. You are like that because of your own self. Develop new skills as your business progress. You cannot just use the same skills that you are using when 5-star, and then you're using the same skills when you are 7-star or a 6-star. You cannot use the same skills when you are 8-star that you are using when you are 6 or 7. Every level, you need to develop new skills of doing your business. Because even a 5-star, that is when you learn about leadership bonus. 4-star, there is no leadership bonus. So when you are 5-star, you need to develop new skills that you are more than what you had when you are 4-star. That's how to go. Develop your skills as you progress in your business. If you don't do so, you will be caught up. Set aside specific time each day for meditation. If it is in the morning, do a meditation. If it is evening, do meditation. Plan. Have it in your mind. How can I do it better? This is how can I make my bonus better? How can I make my team more motivated? How can I make my people work more? How can I make them earn more bonus? How can I motivate them to earn more? These are the things every now and then that you need to do. And I want to put it categorically. There are months that you actually do very well. The month that you perform your best, remember it is the enemy of the following month. For example, if you get maybe $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 this month, and remember it is the enemy of next month. By the time you finish celebrating this month, actually, if the payment is done on 20th, you should have finished about your celebration in the next 2 days. So tomorrow, 22nd, the celebration of your previous earning is finished. And now start working for a better earning, to meditate. How can I make it better than last month? How can I make it better for my people? How can I make better for my farmers? How can I make it better for the people I'm working with? If I could make 3,000 BV, how can I make it 6? People need to invest. Professionals normally invest mainly in knowledge. And therefore, you need to invest in books, videos that will help you in personal growth. Yes, some books are very expensive. They may go to sometimes maybe $100 or even more than that, but it is worth buying. For me, in my own small office, I have books worth about $7,000, $7,000. I have motivation books. I have books for health. I have A to Z about health, books that were a lot of them. When I'm not doing anything or when I don't have anyone attending, I go to my shelf, take my book, read. And if I see a new book, then definitely I'll always want to learn about it. So always ensure that you have invested in books, videos, leave about Facebook now and then. Every now and then you are in TikTok, you are in Facebook, you are in WhatsApp or any other social media which is entertaining you. Get entertained. You are making somebody's have babies. The owner of Facebook, the more you go there and you are making him to have more BVs. You are building somebody's business. Yes, it is good to use such kind of a thing, but to build your own business as well. Not spending on Facebook for a purpose of making comments, seeing jokes that are there, and other things, and you spend the whole hour, 2 hour, when you could have gone to the same social media and get from maybe a video or two and learn and all these things. You need to learn something. You need to do something. Now, do the right things at all times. Do the right things at all times. Do the right things at all times. You cannot be a professional, then you are not doing it the right thing at the right time. You need to do it to do the right thing at the right time. You will avoid so many operations. If it is time to go, it is time to go. If it is time to do the returns, it is time to go to do returns. If it is time for a meeting, it is time for a meeting, but not have meeting, have taken a product out. If it is time, maybe to go and see a client, don't give excuses. You see there was a traffic jam, I will be late for 30 minutes. Who will be waiting for you? Will be waiting somebody who is 20, 30 minutes, like a minute, 20, 30 minutes. No one. So do the right things at the right time. And again, it is very important you note this. It's very important that you note this, that for them, there is a higher authority. There is God. Even if I don't see you, there is God who can see you. A very important. Be a God-fearing. Let you feel that you need to do it well. You be a person full of integrity in every area of your life. You need to be a man or a woman of integrity in this profession. Respect, have respect for yourself and also respect other distributors. Respect their BVs, respect their earnings, whether it is little or it is more, it is their money. If it is their BV, it is their BV. Whether you have mandatory or not, and the other distributor have them, it is upon you, respect them, respect their. So with that, I do believe we can really be better than we are. And I want to say thank you very much to everyone for having me. Thank you, Madam Laney, for having me. Let me stop sharing and now you continue.
Asante sana, Dr. Mbogo. You're excellent motivator and trainer and also teacher to me. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Mbuku's presentation is one of those presentations that, I want to be a good student. So you see that I'm following Dr. Mbuku's presentation very, very well. So actually, I even take notes. Already I have his presentation in e-format, but I'm keeping on taking notes. So being teachable is one of the most important, not only for a network marketer, but for anybody who wants to achieve something in what you're doing. So first of all, thank you, Dr. Mbogo, for your great effort. And, I can't say this is wonderful. This is more than wonderful. This is awesome training, even to me. So I personally, I learned a lot. So thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, you should know that you must do the right thing, at all times. So every Friday, we are going to invite of leaders or some of the rising stars of Green World to share something with you. Either it is knowledge about the health topics or the products, or how to do the business, or how to improve yourself. So this is very important. Don't miss it. This is one of the most important time for us to grow ourselves. Even this is 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. In the morning. But after the whole day's work, I gathered myself, I'm here to learn. So ladies and gentlemen, if you really want to do something, to be somebody, you must make sure that you attend the Friday's Zoom meeting every Friday, especially when we invite such great leaders and motivators. So thank you so much, Dr. Mbogo. I see all
Thank you.
those. I see all those comments. A lot of distributors ask whether you can share this presentations with others. So we need your permission. It's okay. So if you allow us, we'll share. If ladies and gentlemen, you can always watch the video of this kind of empowerment presentation in YouTube. You log into YouTube and you search for Green World official channel. Every Monday, the first thing we got to do, Mr. Eric, what Mr. Eric is doing is to download what we have recorded on Friday and edit it and put it, upload it on YouTube. So if you miss it, you can always find this kind of training in the YouTube. So you won't be able to miss it. You miss it once, it's okay, but it's there in the YouTube. And invite more people to watch it. So I do believe that Dr. Mbogo's presentation worth you to repeatedly watch this video. So thank you so much. Once again, Asante Sana, Dr.
Thank you.
Mbogo. And in the future, we're going to invite you again to share with us how to market the NutriPlant's Organic Plus fertilizer and how to deal with, how to associate, how to help the farmers. So thank you so much, and best regards to Madam Director. I know she and Mr. Butiman, and together with Mr. William Su, they are in Burundi. They're doing
They
their
have just arrived. They have just arrived this evening. So Director Lucy very tired. They have just arrived. Mr. Budiman going to Uganda, and she need a rest so that tomorrow again we are going to have a meeting about 100 kilometers from here. So
Oh,
she sent her regard to you all.
thank you so much. My thankfulness to you and Madam Director, and all the best regards to all of you. So, Asante Sana, ladies and gentlemen, you can unmute yourself and say thank you to Dr. Mbogo and Director Lucy, and also you can see Asante Sana. Say thank you to them and say good night to them. Good
Thank you.
night.
Enjoy your night.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much. Enjoy your morning, Madam Leini. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I'm so grateful. When you call me again, I shall come.
We are so honored to have you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Mbogo. We are
All
honored.
right.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you very much.
Oh, I thought I mute everybody. So let me unmute everybody. So everybody now you can unmute yourself and see thank you and good night to Dr. Mbogo.
Thank you very much, and have a good night to everyone.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.